welcome to Fifth Third Stadium, home to the Kennesaw State Owls. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Sam Houston Bearcats. Squaring off with another team from Conference USA, the Kennesaw State Owls. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer. And the Bearcats will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Kennesaw State's offense will get the first crack at it here. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The Bearcats offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Back to throw, it's Byrne. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Bearcats want to crank the tempo. Let's talk just for a moment about Sam Houston. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. 3-star running back gave a verbal last week. And getting good talent like this is really what programs at this level need to thrive on.
It's pivotal, Reese. And now you got a big commitment at the running back spot with those 3 stars. And now you start to build a class around him. Get everybody else excited. This is how you build a program.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on Wednesday.
Using the quick game. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Takes a handoff. It's Parker. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
And that looked like that was going to be a big play, running the drag route, the big fella. If he's able to catch that football, man, he's turning up the sideline and getting huge yardage.
Find some fresh air.
I love the effort by that defender on that play. He knew the ball was coming to the outside. He was being blocked. He was able to shed it quickly and then use his speed to force that ball carrier out of bounds for a loss.
Back to throw, it's Durant. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Hauls it in, looking for space. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Taylor.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Got his man. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Bearcats headed quickly to the line.
Good enough for a first down.
The give to the tailback. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Red pass, it's complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Looking downfield, it's Byrne. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Sam Houston.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Arizona State dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite quarterbacks from Jake Plummer to Brock Osweiler, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Off play action. Firing to the right, complete. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Gets the back moving. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Under fire. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a...
Turning it on! Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Bearcats will hustle to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
The offense in hurry-up mode. Looking for a crease to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Byrne. It's complete to the right. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Bearcats are rolling down the field.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. He'll pull it on the read. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Runs for the tackle. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They'll go jumbo package, 3 tight end set on 3rd and goal. He'll keep it on the sneak. Scores on the sneak. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Looking to throw, it's Byrne. Makes the grab down the middle. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Bearcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the back. Nice move to keep running. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Bearcats! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires left. It's picked off, and another empty drive.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Looking to throw, it's Byrne. Fires to the big fella. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. The run from the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And the Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Finds the tight end. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a 1st at the 29.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Right on the money. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab on the left. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
At the 9-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
Gets it out quickly. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The Bearcats are threatening on 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
Pushes for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and an ability up front and a belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
35, Kennesaw State, 0.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. They're working that left side. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Got it behind the line, it's Ward. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards and they'll move the chains. Scanning the field, it's Durant. It's caught. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Got it in the middle. It's Grimes. How many guys are left grabbing for air as he gets it to the 26-yard line? They'll leave it with him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside. Defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And with that, the chain gang will get busy. First down, Kennesaw State. And now they've moved into the red zone. He'll keep it himself. Runs it all the way down to the 8-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. It'll be 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A 1st down run in the red zone. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kennesaw State.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
On to attempt the try. They get the extra point on the board, but they're still down 35-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Florida State is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days when Bobby Bowden walked the sidelines, this has not been a blowout today in Tallahassee. They're up by 11 over Clemson.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Still running at the 40. He's into the open down the middle. Past the 20. Touchdown, Sam Houston. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Dropping back, it's Durant. Takes a hit as he fires. Got his man downfield. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Kennesaw State coming out with another 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. Got him downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Going right to work up top. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Taylor. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Byrne. Snagged out of the air. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say this has been a fun watch so far in Kennesaw. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Fifth Third Bank Stadium.
Kennesaw State ready to kick it off to start things here in the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. The give on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Back to pass, it's Byrne. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. The Bearcats decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the 1st time. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves. Wants to go up top. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Slithers into space. There he goes. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
They'll send the tight end in motion. On the run, it's Parker. Got the first down, looking for more. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Got a man. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. Across the 25, he's got room. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bearcats! Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Ready to try the point after.
On for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Kennesaw State, 7.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. To the air, it's Durant. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Here's the handoff. And with that, the chain gang will get busy. First down, Kennesaw State. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to go up top on first down. Going for it all. Snags it on the right. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. The give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Kennesaw State has a chance now on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Here comes the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. This time, they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. To throw, it's Byrne. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The sure hands, it's Taylor. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Good enough for a first down.
Off the play fake on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, Bearcats! He got a step and just dusted the field.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got a step on him. He got a step on him, and the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. And you can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Florida State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Clemson. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll give it to the back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Now facing a third and long. Looking for a man. It's Durant. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Now a first down from the 45-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to throw again. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing second and long from the 19. Keeps it on the draw. Crosses the 30.
But I tell you what, the defense has really contained that quarterback run all game long. But in a big spot in the fourth quarter, they let him out of the cage. He gets out of the pocket, makes the run, and gets the first down.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
Hold it. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Going to swing it on second down. Makes the grab. Still on his feet at the 45. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
21 on the play. Good enough for a first down.
The Bearcats are flying down the field. Off play action on first down. Fires to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Brings up second down.
To the air on second down. He's going to run it. Got it in the middle. It's Jennings. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It's third and goal and third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Second down coming up.
And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Back to pass, it's Durant. Trying to set up the screen. Gets away from one, finds room. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. Direct snap. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker. On second down, will they go back to the ground game? Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Grimes. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Offense working from the pistol. Leaves it with the running back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. He'll throw on 3rd down. He'll heave it deep. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of breaks into the open. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And the Bearcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Quarterback on the keeper. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. And the Bearcats will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. He'll pull it on the read. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. He wants a big play here late. And it's his 4th interception of the night.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.